We live in a culture that worships constant movement. From a very young age, we are taught that productivity means always doing something, writing emails, attending meetings, or building projects. If we sit quietly with our thoughts for even 10 minutes, we begin to feel guilty and anxious. This cultural pressure creates a severe mental trap known as the action bias. It is an automatic impulse to take immediate action even when waiting or doing absolutely nothing would produce a much better result. Psychologists have observed this behavior in many professional fields. For instance, when goalkeeper athletes face a penalty kick, they almost always jump to the left or to the right. Statistically, they have a much higher chance of stopping the ball if they simply stay in the center of the goal. Yet they choose to jump because standing still feels wrong. If they miss while jumping, they look like they tried. If they miss while standing still, they look lazy. This is the core of the action bias. We prefer a failed action over a wise inaction. In your daily life, this bias forces you to make terrible long-term decisions. When you face a problem in your career, your relationships, or your finances, your first instinct is to do something immediately to relieve your internal anxiety. You launch a new project, you send an angry message, or you quickly buy a new product. These chaotic actions give you a temporary feeling of control, but they rarely solve the root cause of the problem. You are simply burning valuable cognitive energy to satisfy a nervous impulse. To master your behavioral skills, you must learn how to override this primitive survival mechanism. In the ancient world, fast action saved human lives from physical danger. In the modern world, complex problems require deep analysis, critical thinking, and patience. True strategic wisdom is not about moving as fast as possible. It is about knowing precisely when to stay still and observe the situation before making a single deliberate move. The most effective tool against this mental trap is the practice of strategic pauses. When an unexpected crisis occurs, force yourself to wait before responding. Give your mind at least 24 hours to process the data and look at the bigger picture. This practice breaks the automatic connection between your emotions and your behavioral responses. It allows your brain to shift from a state of panic to a state of logical evaluation. By choosing deliberate inaction, you protect your focus and preserve your resources. You stop wasting your potential on minor tasks that do not move you forward. Remember that some of the greatest breakthroughs in human history happen not during intense labor but during moments of absolute stillness. True personal development begins when you realize that movement is not progress and that doing nothing is often the highest form of intelligence.